It is time. For the last time today, for the main event of the evening, it is Jumy versus Elazer. There's a story behind this one, and I'll tell you guys all about it as soon as we load into game number 1 that is going to be played on Amygdala. Let's do it.
Let's get it on.
Round 1, fight!
I told the guys they were free to start whenever they wanted, and apparently that was 90 seconds ago, but there is no 6 pool. We haven't missed anything too dramatic. Here we go. In the bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of our German Protoss. He's a streamer. He organizes some tournaments from time to time, and he's an all-around good young kid. It is for Jumy. And in the top right side, we are looking at the main base of the veteran. Once upon a time, the foreigner with the deepest run ever at BlizzCon. When he made it into the semifinals, the year after that, he made it into the quarterfinals. He's had a very long and beautiful career. Representing Team Liquid, it is Elazer. If I said 6 pool, I meant 12 pool wing end. Alright, so for Jumy versus Elazer, I already mentioned that a long time ago, Jumy did get a win over Lambo in the main event of the Big Brain Bouts. That was very impressive and back then very unexpected. Where, you know, I just kind of, I saw Jumy play a lot of good games in a row and I thought maybe we'll give Jumy a shot. But did I think he was going to beat Lambo back then? No, I didn't. He legitimately played, I think, the best of 5 of his life and he beat Lambo. Now, earlier this week, we had a Monday night tournament, and in that Monday night tournament, Jumy, a passionate member of the community, was in the chat, and he was yapping a little. And sometimes when you yap, you get a little bit carried away. And Jumy made a statement, a bit of a hot take, where he said he thinks that young Yakov, the Russian Zerg who beat Wayne last week in the Big Brain Bouts, is actually the 3rd best Zerg in Europe. He said, I struggle more with young Yakov than I do with Elazer and Lambo. And I was like, well, Jumy, that goes a little far. I mean, I think Yakov is good, Yakov is talented, but he's not the 3rd best Zerg in Europe. That will still go to Lambo or Elazer. And he went on, he kind of doubled down. Lambo showed up in the chat, and Lambo said, what the hell is happening over here? You know, he opened the door, and he's like, what the hell is even that? And they had obviously an exchange of words. In the end, all good, because Jumy is a very sweet kid. Lambo is a great guy. But obviously, the match was set at that point. And then everyone said, well, Friday night, it's time for Jumy versus Lambo. Well, it's not quite Jumy Lambo, but it's the other guy he mentioned. It is Jumy Elazer. Elazer said he's more than down. He's fresh off a tournament win over in Poland, where he won 1,000 euros. So a very solid national tournament. And here we are, Friday night. Jumy is going to try to back up his statement. And he's off to a great start, killing 7 drones with his first 2 adepts. So far, guys, hey, maybe he wouldn't have killed 7 drones against Yakov, you know? It's just the start. Best of 5s are long series, but this is a great start for Jumy. Just thought I had to share that little intro with you guys. Void Ray doing his thing as well. Already killed 1 Overlord. Is going to kill its 2nd Overlord here. Jumy flying. Jumy flying in game 1 versus Elazer. Elazer still in my eyes the favorite. Jumy definitely has his moments where he's good, where he's sharp, where he plays a lot. And on top of that, obviously a lot of talk right now about Protoss being good against Zerg. Unless your name is the great Jonas Sutala. I think Reynor still deserves a shout out too. Protoss is good against Zerg. Let's see if Elazer can bounce back from that, or if 7 drones is already too much to recover from in game 1. Void Ray into double Oracle. Jumy is gonna scout the Hydra then. Follow up by Jumy is Zealot's charge with +1. As the Templar Archives has been wiped in as well, Jumy drops a revelation. Seems like we are heading into some Hydra Link Bane action. I did mention Elazer's great runs in 2016, 2017 BlizzCon. That was a lot off the back of Hydra Link Bane and back then +2 melee. Yeah, some people say Jumy, some people say Jumy. I've always said for Jumy, he has never corrected me. Jumy, I don't think it matters much, mate. You call him how you want. I can tell you that I don't think Jumy cares. Yeah, Elazer in his prime during those BlizzCon runs had really fun ZVP. A lot of Baneling drops back then as well, but that was obviously the era where +2 melee Banelings one-shot workers. That is no longer a thing. Elazer has made a lot of Hydras and Lings. He is going to catch a couple of these slow Zealots in the bottom right side. And Jumy is investing in a Robo. He's got Storm on the way. He's already doing Protoss things with all the stasis trappies here. We got an infestation pit on the way for Elazer, who is working on the rocks. He's gonna clean up these rocks. And he's gonna morph his drone into a hatch. He's gonna take the gold. Strong start by Jumy in this series. They're predicting 0 Vipers. Vipers are still good. I refuse to accept. I take a lot of the words that the top Zergs tell me very serious. But when they're telling me that the Vipers don't cut it anymore, that's where I draw the line. And I think Jonah has already proved the opposite. Because Jonah would have not won all those late game scenarios against Max and Hero without any Vipers. 100% Kubel. Well, the Vipers may not be as strong, as impactful as they were, where it was so hard to counter them, but there is still a time and a place for the Viper. When is the time and the place? Well, that's up to the Zergs to figure out. But clearly the Viper can still shine. Jumy needs to be very careful here. Does not want to lose the Oracles. Honestly, I want to say a tiny army, but he does have 60 army supply. Where is it? I don't really see it. The Stalker on hold position is actually preventing a couple of the Links from making it in. So it's the Banelings that are crashing into Immortals and High Templars now. Jumy should obviously be fine here. Should hold. Oh my, he's got Zealots on the other side of the map. The German. A Void Ray on the gold. Zealots in the third. Wow. The Germans catching the Poles by surprise. Where haven't we seen that before? Now hopefully tonight is a little more peaceful than back then, but Elazer did not see that one coming. 21 drones, guys. That is a serious number. That is a very serious number. Elazer in serious trouble here. Does have Hive. Has seismic spines on the way, but ay. Jumy looking good, man. Jumy looking good. Enough time has gone by, guys. It's okay. More Zealots running, this time on top of the fourth base that is wide open. Zealots will get a couple drones. We're all friendly nations now. We're one big happy European Union. It's all good. Jumy is running away with the first game. Unless Elazer can somehow get an absolutely miraculous fight with a couple lurkers, but I don't really see it. I mean, we now drop 2 evolution chambers, guys, but I'm afraid it's a little bit too late. Just the first 2 adepts killing 7 drones obviously put Jumy in a really good spot. The Void Ray activating prismatic alignment. I think that's still a little bit too fresh, Marijuana King Prime. No. Anything that happened in the 90s, no go. Now, whatever happened almost 100 years ago, 80 years, well, we can make a joke or two, but nothing that happened in the 90s. I'm not a big believer in carriers these days, so I agree with Chet in this one, but I also think that Jumy's in such a good spot that even a carrier won't hurt him. That is a storm, baby. Hydras were on the hold position. They're like, shower me. Bad shower. Poisonous shower. I had a water joke there, but it's way too early to make that one, so I'm not going to do that. That was bad. I don't know why I thought of that. Sal's going to town on the drones. Stop me, guys. What is happening? It's going to be the end of me. No water jokes. 10 drones dying. Elazer is in trouble. Sorry, now I need to recollect myself. I know. The month of January is getting the best of me. I'm entering like hour 190 in 24 days. This is not good for me. This is not good for anybody. No one should do this. And Elazer doesn't want any more of amygdala. He is going to tap out. Our German Protoss, Jumy, takes the 1-0 lead. Strong game by Jumy. So far, he's backing it up, guys. To quote Conor McGregor. He talks and he talks and he talks, but guess what? Jumy backs it up. That's just the first game in 5 games, so. That's a very weird thing to say, Mega God. That's so weird, don't say that. That's stupid. That literally has nothing to do with anything I said. I don't know why you would say that. That's just stupid. The Undertaker throwing mankind of hell in a cell is a no-go. Still too soon. I'm not an expert in WWE, so I don't have any wrestling jokes. I watched it in the 90s when I was a tiny kid, and I thought Hulk Hogan was really cool. But hey, Hellscape, by the way, guys. 20 years ago means it's history, but I'm just not an expert. I don't have any wrestling jokes for you guys. I know that Ronda Rousey did some wrestling, and one of the Paul brothers, Logan Paul, he's a big star, I think, but I'm really not into wrestling, so I have nothing. Elazer should tap in Lambo. I do understand that reference, the tag team. Where you run to the side and you're like beat up and you tag in your partner. That'd be cool. Now that's unfortunately not a thing, guys, in the Big Brain Bouts. Alright. Round 2. Hellscape. Elazer is obviously going to make sure that those first 2 adepts don't kill 7 drones, and then I'm sure that ZVP looks very different. But so far, so good for this man who just seems to shine in the main events.
Round 2. Fight!
Here we go. Hellscape. I think my favorite of the 3 maps. I haven't seen Aragnorm at all, but that's actually a good map too. But this is just an excellent map. We got to see it once earlier today. In the bottom left side, we are looking at the main base of our German Protoss. Clean, efficient, solid in that first game. It is Jumy. In the top right side of Hellscape, we are looking at the main base of the man who's just going to pretend that first game didn't happen, or that doesn't really matter. You're not supposed to lose that many drones against the first 2 adepts on this level that is deadly. Because obviously economic damage in the beginning of the game is a lot more impactful than if it happens at minute 7, 8, 9, 10, etc. 7 is way too many for 2 adepts, and he knows that. Representing Team Liquid. Took out a couple big Protosses last weekend like Gerald and Christiana. This is Elazer. That's right, SSBM. But it's empty now, guys. It is empty. Nothing left. But that's okay. We'll go to the store on Monday. Monday we'll get some more. Monday night weekly. We try to turn into a bit of a party night. Tonight, nothing left. Tomorrow we don't need it. Sunday we don't need it. Monday we'll get some. Hello, SIG. Impressive stuff coming out of Jumy so far. Because I do like, obviously in the main event there's always some pressure, right? You know, people are watching. You're playing a single best of 5 for $150. So that's pretty serious. But especially with the talk leading up to this series. And when I asked Jumy as well, I was like, hey, Elazer is down to play you. He said, haha, okay, can't promise I'll win though. I was like, well, I don't want you to promise me that you win. If you can promise me that you win, I did a bad job in making the match. But to then come out like that, swinging, strong performance is impressive. Can he keep it up? I've been getting Yellowstone lately. I'm really enjoying it. I've never heard of that. I don't know if they sell it here either. I think you guys have a lot more options when it comes to whiskeys than we do in general. I can take a look at the Gon and Gol website. That is the store where most people get their liquor in the Netherlands. If you have one, that is. But never heard of Yellowstone. Mark didn't promise to win either. I mean, I love that these guys tell me, it's like, I don't know if I can win. I was like, yeah, but that's the whole point. The whole point of the Big Brain Bouts is that you cannot guarantee a win. If you're guaranteeing a win, I didn't do a good job. Let's be honest. I know that it's a national park, but I don't think that he was talking about enjoying the national park. I think it was a whiskey reference. I didn't watch it yet, Hotpot, because we watched White Boy Rick on Netflix, which I thought was a really good movie. Then I watched the movie with Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx, which I also enjoyed. And now I just saw that season 2 of The Night Agent is out. And I love those kind of shows. I really enjoyed season 1. So I'm currently watching season 2 of The Night Agent. But after that, Jerry Springer is added to the list. I will watch the Jerry Springer documentary. Night Agent is cool, man. If you like shows about CIA, FBI, I think Night Agent is really cool. Literally like 2 days ago, Foxer. You know, there's another show that's similar, and it's called The Recruit. And I think season 2 is coming of that as well. They both, that's actually a really, really good show too. I think I like that one even more than The Night Agent, but they're both really awesome. They did air Jerry Springer in the 90s. My mom was a diehard fan. I am not the only Dutch person who grew up with The Bold and the Beautiful, Beverly Hills 90210, Married with Children, and Jerry Springer. Like, that was Dutch TV in the 90s, guys. My parents were big fans and I was forced to watch it. Two of them shade into the third, and this time Elazer is much more prepared. He doesn't really lose a whole lot. Oracle finds a couple of drones that are being transferred. But so far, good saves. Elazer is sharp here in game 2, guys. Was Sue vs. Future ever played? Absolutely. That was played a day later. Sue won, but I forgot the score. I want to say like 3-1 or something. But that was absolutely played. That was played 1 day later. I would have to ask Future what the exact score was, but Sue won 3-0 or 3-1, something like that. Though we played that 24 hours later. I think it is probably in on the Basilisk Twitter. It's probably on YouTube as well. Everything always gets uploaded to YouTube, guys. Exclamation mark Basilisk for a link to the YouTube channel. You guys can watch all the series back, all the good ones, maybe the one-sided ones. Anything that stands out, if you take a look at Wikipedia, you should be able to look it back on the YouTube channel. Obviously the commentary is not going to make any sense because it's live Twitch commentary. It's not the same as YouTube commentary, but you can watch everything back. We've got a bunch of Zealots getting on top of Lings. There are a few Banelings finishing up. Honestly, Elazer is not quite ready for this many Zealots. Jumy with a special, very quick Zealot charge. I mean, the Hydra's doing their thing. The whole position is excellent. It's barely good enough on the side of Elazer. I mean, barely, right? Lost 12 drones. Void Ray activates prismatic alignment. I think the Hydras can save this base. That's still 12 drones, though. Man, Jumy. Jumy. I mean, he's not there yet, but so far, our German Protoss is kind of flying. Got the little spot. How many minerals are this? 15. It's so random that you can mine out these minerals. There might be a game one day, guys, that is like almost a draw. All the bases are mined now, but then somebody mines out these minerals and they can get that final unit out that wins them the game. If we just play like 1,000 games on Hellscape, I am certain that one day these mineral patches will make the difference. There was an Oracle as well. Obviously, the Oracle looked for drones, but the man only had 6 gateways, so very quick charge. He didn't wait for +1. He has +1 now, but it was a Void Ray, Oracle, 6 gates, Zealot charge. Elazer suddenly has 87 drones, by the way. Sweet baby Jesus. The man barely hang on against all the Zealots. You blink twice. You're talking about Jerry Springer, and he's got 86 drones. Jumy is building a second Stargate and a fleet beacon, and this might be for other stuff than Phoenix, but Phoenix could honestly be very, very, very goated here. I'll take a little look at what Jumy has seen. I mean, he has seen the Spire, actually. So he knows. He could make Phoenix with any Impulse Crystals. This base is going to get cancelled. That is not something that Elazer can ever defend here. 11 meters, guys, but the Jumy with that scout on the spire. If he just makes Phoenix with any impulse crystals here, he is flying. Elazer's gonna have a tough time even against all these Zealots and Archons. There are a couple storms in the mix. And Jumy is just playing with so much confidence. He is making tiny move outs. He is roasting and toasting and storming drones. He's storming Hydras. He doesn't just get the bottom base. He gets the 4th base as well. And Elazer may have a very big supply lead. But it's... how do you win here? Can Elazer go all out on Hydras and maybe just win? Kill the High Templars, Elazer. That's what you want to do here. He gets both of them. That is good. Elazer needs to make magic happen. I can look at the supply all day, every day. And Elazer's got a very big supply lead. Massive supply lead. But he's also building Mutas into a guy that's producing double Stargate Phoenix. But does not have range yet. So maybe Elazer's Mutas can shine. There are stasis traps. There are cannons. There are batteries. Jumy should really get range here in my eyes. I know it's not mega cheap, but I think you should always get range here. This game is crazy. Sending out a couple Zealots through the center. Hellscape just keeps on giving us better games. Range on the way. Jumy is down 70 supply, but he's got Archons, he's got Zealots, he's got Storm, he can use energy recharge, and he's got Phoenix. I think Jumy can be totally fine here, guys. Down 60, 70 supply, it does not matter. He's just got good units. He's got really good units against what Elazer's making. And Elazer's supply is dropping real quick. Do we have more storms available, Jumy? He's got 2 High Templars that he just warped in. I think 150, 150, that sounds right. It's the Hydras here that really have to make the difference, but storms are the kryptonite of Hydralisk. 14 more Hydras on the way. The Mutas are having such a tough time. This is hell for the Zerg, guys. You have Muta against Archon Phoenix. More Zealots sneaking through the bottom side of Hellscape as they get on top of a 4th base that is wide open. GG gets called. Jumy down 70 supply. Holds with the Archons. Holds with the Phoenixes. Takes the 2-0 lead. Jumy's the GOAT. Jumy is actually the GOAT. Oh my. The man talked a big game in Twitch chat and he takes the 2-0 lead. Woo. You guys are talking about bringing Yakov. I mean, that would obviously be a fun match and I'd like to see it. But personally, I'd love to see the rematch in the Big Brain Bouts between Jumy and Lambo if Jumy does win this series. He's still not there yet. Elazer is a legend. Elazer is one of the very best foreign Zergs we've ever had. And I can see Elazer win 3 games in a row, but... early surrender there. No, Dr. Jitty. Elazer is so dead. Elazer is actually so dead. He's going to lose even more drones. He's a lair tech Zerg with Mudalisk Hydra against Archon, Storm, Phoenix, range. Like, that was not early. Elazer had to win the game when he had that 70 supply lead, and the moment he couldn't, it was just over. It was not early at all. Man, Jumy is built different on the Friday nights. It's impressive. By the way, map 3 will also be on one of the new maps. This is the one map we haven't seen at all today, if I'm not mistaken. It is Erholm. Erholm is a great map. I like it. I like it almost as much as Hellscape. Elazer says he's ready, and Jumy says he's ready. This could be the end, guys, of a beautiful Friday. That I think was fun, right? We had some jokes, we had some humor, we had banter, and we saw a lot of great Starcraft, and we had great stories. Stranger wins have happened. Yes, but I can guarantee you that there is not a single top 10 Zerg on the planet that will look at that game and say, "Oh, Elazer left early." He's in so much trouble there, mate. He is absolutely in so much trouble. If I thought it was early, I would say it, but I don't think that was early. He was way out of position. Tech-wise, it's a nightmare scenario. It was hell for the Zerg. Actual hell.
Round 3. Fight.
Here we go. Could be the final game of our long Friday, where we had a couple of best of 5s in the beginning of the day. Those were excellent. Tomorrow, the top 4 of the Lulu Cup. Clem, Serral, guys. How sick is that? I'm excited. MaxPax Reynor again as well. But today, our focus on the BASILISK Big Brain Bouts main event number 82. This man accidentally talked himself into a main event, and guess what? He backs it up. It is streamer Zone Jumy. What a performance so far over this man. The Polish Zerg that just won a big LAN tournament over in Poland, won over €1,000, beat some really strong Protoss players to win that one. But he's down 0-2. Can he turn things around in his team? Liquids, Elazer. Yeah, I think we can move away from the lazy statements. That's not nice. Jokes is fun, banter is fun, but let's not label anybody as lazy. We don't even know what's going on in people's lives. I know you try to be funny, but let's not do that. It's all good though, mate. It's a family-friendly environment. Right, guys? Be family-friendly all stream long. Thank you to Foucault Spendulum for the 5 gifted subbies. I really appreciate it. I mean, what do you... I don't think I recognize anyone there. Compared to our this is a stream, this is very friendly. I think my stream is quite friendly. Sure, sometimes I get a tiny bit carried away, but never in a bad way. It's just in a humoristic way. I'm a bit of a comedian. If I was not a streamer, I would have been standing on a stage with a microphone. Try to remember all the funny jokes I've ever heard and share them with people. Weed and alcohol not that family friendly. Then I would really like you to show me one moment where you see me either talk about weed or smoke weed. I would love to see it. I'll give you 10 minutes. You know, you have 15, 20 years of material to find one clip, one picture, one statement where I say or I am smoking weed. You get 10 minutes, mate. If you don't find anything in 10 minutes, you're gonna get perma-banned. Because you cannot make those statements about me when it's not accurate. So you've got 10 minutes, good luck. And trust me, you can use the brightest AI engine on the planet, but you won't find any. But good luck. Because there isn't. You can't say these things, this is stupid. Yeah, I mean, I had to deal with that for like 10 years. And the thing is, like, weed is legal in the Netherlands, so even if I would smoke weed, it wouldn't be a bad thing. I wouldn't be committing a crime. I'm a grown man, but I don't. So it's very annoying when people tell me I do. This is stupid. I hate it. It's not that it's a bad thing or I care. Like, maybe some of you guys enjoy smoking weed. It's all good. If it's legal, you're old enough, do whatever makes you happy. I don't really care. But don't tell me that I'm doing it when I'm not doing it. It bothers me. It was a joke? Yeah, it's not funny. Don't make things up. We've got a very quick Dark Shrine, guys, on the way for Jumy. That is a lot of DTs, and Elazer does have a Spore Crawler here. 28 lanes should be good enough, right? Should be good enough. Nice micro as well on the green. I'd say so far so good on the side of Elazer. This is good defense. Kills 1 DT as well. That is great because now it's only... Wow, what? Oh my... What is this guy? Who does he think he is? Who does he think he is? What? He thinks he's classic over here at BlizzCon or what? 2 more DTs. Nice around again. Guys. What's Jumy cooking over here? Jumy is gonna try to shadow stride his way on top of a spore and snipe it? Elazer drops a very low drone Hydra then, by the way. Man, this is I don't know what's happening. I do not know what's happening. Jumy's army right now, guys, is a Stalker, 2 Adepts, and 8 DTs. Jumy. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Elazer has a whole bunch of links against a very casual cancel on the 3rd, and he's probably wondering what the hell is Jumy doing? Yeah, well, we are wondering the same thing. This got 9 DTs, blink almost done. I mean, this seems honestly very, very, very crazy. But if it works, it may go down as the coolest victory in Big Brain Bouts history. Here come the boys. The Elazer is probably like, what the hell? He's gonna try to snipe the Spore and the lair? I mean, Hydra then already done. He's clicking on the lair. There is detection. Jumy, what are we doing? Jumy, this is not it. No, Jumy. Jumy. Ay, caramba. Yeah, that was not it, guys. Oh my god, he lost the last one too. He lost so many. Jumy lost 7 DTs. It's hard to be like the Korean gamers, guys. It is hard to be a School West classic. Ay, ay, ay. He definitely tried. He was thinking outside of the box, but this is what happens when you try to copy your favorite Korean Starcraft moments in history. It's not that easy. I wish he would have just jumped like a couple DTs on this Spore, kill it, a couple DTs on this Spore, kill it, and then recall some units home. I mean, the man is kind of dead right now. Jumy tried really hard to be him, but Jumy is not him. Tries to get the hatchery in the end, it does not work. GG, well played. Elazer gets a win on the board on HeroHome. Honestly, I respect the effort, I respect the attempt, but it wasn't meant to be. Stormy out, redeemed Rodder, give me a sub. I'll do that, mate. You can use your channel points here for actual subs. Oh, I mean, I don't know if if he goes for the Spore, if it works, but I do think that you create a lot of chaos, you buy time, you get worker damage. If you then save like 4 DTs in the main with a recall, you know, maybe it becomes a very playable game. I love that he tried, just didn't quite work out. Let me go ahead and alt tab quickly. I'll give our man a sub. I love that we went for it though. Thank you, Blue Hair Critic as well. Where are you, matey? What's your name? Stormy out. Gift a sub. Gift to specific viewers. Stormy out. We can use points for that. If you have enough points, you can ask me to give you a sub. I'd prefer it if you just do it yourself, but it is possible to turn channel points into a sub, yes. Alright, I'm gonna have to rehost game 4 because apparently there was a minor overlay bug on the side of Elazer. If DTs blinked onto the Spore surrounded by drones, would that have pushed the drones out of the way? No, not immediately, but DTs one-shot drones, so you'll get surface area very quickly. Like Zealots struggle getting surface area, but DTs will get it very quickly. Especially if you have 3 DTs that are not being attacked by a whole bunch of Zerglings or Queens, whatever. You'll get on top of the Spore very quick. Danke für das Geschenk, Cabo. Kein Problem, mein liebes Freund. Ich hoffe, du hast einen schönes Abend. Und du hast wirklich sehr viel Spaß. Rotti gucken. Cooking, whatever. Someone's cooking, okay? Cooking, whatever. Doesn't matter. Alright. Game 4.
Round 4. Fight!
Friday night video gaming. In the bottom left side of Ultra Love, we are looking at the main base of the Protoss, who's still up 2-1. Maybe got a tiny bit carried away with all the DTs and Shadow Strike. But I love that we gave it a shot. It is a streamer zone for Jumy. In the top right side of Ultra Love, we are looking at the main base of our Polish Zerg. Got a win on the board. Can we capitalize on that momentum and send us to our second game 5 of the night? It's Team Liquid's Elazer. Thank you, Pi, for gifting one to Soul Man. Do you speak Dutch with Vicky? No, she doesn't want to speak Dutch with me. She speaks Dutch with my family, with Jax, but not with me. I only speak English with Vicky. I try some Bulgarian, but other than Lekanosht and Imam Gulam, I don't know anything. Don't look up what those things mean. But that's about all I know. Someone ever used a 1 million point beer? Yes, people have used it, and I have met people from my stream, and they were always very cool. Interesting wall up here by Jumy. Pylon, gate, a cybercore. My Bulgarian is beautiful. I've tried to learn more, but it's pretty difficult. Do you know when the next Homesteader Cup is? I do! 27th of June. So very easy to remember. Because it's Homesteader Cup 27 and it starts on the 27th of June. Normally I'm absolutely terrible with dates, but this one is so easy that I heard it once and I can't forget. The 27th of June I'll be in Krefeld and all the other video gamers will be in Krefeld once more. You guys should come. If you're still here watching Starcraft in the year 2025 and you live either nearby or you feel like making a little Euro trip, I mean, it's summer at that point, so you can obviously go other places. You can maybe stop by Krefeld, watch the day of Starcraft, and then go elsewhere if you want that, or watch the entire weekend and then go elsewhere. You should do it, man. Honestly, if you can, it's a fun time. There's a lot of great people there. The Starcraft community at Homesteader Cup is a really, really, really nice one. Honestly, if you're considering it and you can afford it, you should absolutely do it. I know not everybody has the funds and the means to do so. And if you can make it happen, make it happen. You'll regret it. Before you know it, you're old and you wish you would have done it one day. Dusseldorf Airport is quite close, but you can even fly into Cologne or Frankfurt if you don't mind trains. Getting there is not too hard. Because Krefeld is not a massive city, but it's big enough that it has a big train station and those trains go anywhere. So European cities are very well connected. You don't need to worry about renting a car. You can do that, but you don't have to worry about it. You can just fly into an airport, take a train, and you'll be in Krefeld. And from the central station at Krefeld, it's like a 5-minute walk to where Homesteader Cup is. So, what if you're already old and still thinking about it? Do it! You won't be the only old person at Homesteader Cup. There's a lot of oldies out there. There's young kids, but there's also plenty of old people at Homesteader Cup. White recently went a couple Homesteader Cups ago. I don't know when the last one was that White was there, but maybe like number 23, 22. Obviously, do not expect White at any of the upcoming Homesteader Cups. Maybe again in the future. If things go back the way they should be over in Ukraine and White Ra's got all the time in the world to have a fun time and travel around, then there is a good chance we'll stop by again. Because I think White Ra always loves hanging out with old members from the Starcraft community, but obviously he's got different things on his mind right now. How good would you say one has to be to play at Homesteader Cup? That depends how many players they use. If it's a 32-man format, 32-player format, I should say. Obviously, women are allowed to play at Homesteader Cup, guys. Not man exclusive. I think with 32, you can be 5'7", 5'8", and you have a chance. But there's absolutely no guarantee. Then you need some luck as well, with maybe some of the Koreans not coming. I think if you're over 6K, I don't want to say you can guarantee yourself a slot, but it's very likely that you can play. If you're Platinum League, unfortunately, no shot, no. Guys, great play over here by Jumy. We had a distraction maneuver in the natural. We had a stasis trap and a depths in the third. The laser does get on top of them, and this is overall all quite good. Could have been worse, could have been better. Elazer immediately drones up a very quick robo bay, guys, on the side of Jumy. Do we like that? Ooh, slow bailings, slow bailings. Probes are kind of stuck, but good save in the end. But can the stock? Honestly, I think I would have used these Banes on the pylon. I think it would have been good. I think the pylon dies with some Zergling support. Tiny missed opportunity there, perhaps for Elazer, but Elazer doesn't want the Stalkers. Elazer wants more. Doesn't quite get it. Laser beam gets activated, kills a couple of the Banes. I feel that Elazer missed a tiny opportunity there. I think if you use the pylons to blow up use the banelings to blow up the pylon, the links get a full wraparound. Oracle was not quite there yet. Could have gone mega. Oh, I like what Jumy is doing. I know I said this the other day when Reynor, his Protoss, was playing against Dark and Serral made fun of me. But I really think that this style right now that Jumy is going for is a little bit underrated. Of very, very quick Colossus. When people love spamming Lings and Hydras and Banelings, like, why not Colossus? Colossus is so good against Lair Tech Zerg. Now, if Elazer knows what's up, you can obviously do something else, but Colossus to me feel god tier here. Now, they're not quite out yet though, so Jumy is in a tiny bit of trouble until they're out. Jumy needs the Colossus right now. It's almost like he doesn't want to reveal them, but you're gonna have to bring it over, mate. We need this giraffe to make an appearance before Jumy loses too many workers. Does lose that pylon right now from earlier. But here comes Big Daddy, the Colossus. Activates his laser. And Hydras will melt. Hydras turn around for the Void Ray. Laser immediately drops the Spire. Could be for Muras. I will say small chance for Corruptor, but I don't believe that you can really go Hydra Link Corruptor of this kind of an economy. Maybe if Elazer makes more, like be Wings of Liberty EVP if he make Corruptors here. But the problem for Elazer is that even against Muras, Jumy will have blinks. Jumy will have +1. I like the game for Jumy at this point. I honestly like the game for Jumy. It'd be a massive win. Drops the Revelation, sees the Hydra, then sees the Spire as well. I mean, what else is there to see? Knows that it's still Lair Tech. A German Protoss recalls the Oracle as well. It'd be such an impressive win tonight. Right after Elazer won that Polish LAN tournament where he took care of a couple of big Zergs, big Protosses, excuse me. For Jumy to win here tonight with all eyes on him. Yeah, Oracle, hello. There's a big counter happening. And there's so many Hydras and Links getting on top of the third. No recall available because he just used recall on the Oracle. So this one hurts. Elazer is obviously in danger now of losing a lot of Hydras, if not all the Hydras. And he's got a lot of money. Elazer is going to make so many Mudas. He is going to make so many Mudalists. Doesn't quite get the base. Got 21 probes. What happened? Now he makes... Wow, he makes Corruptus. He makes Corruptus. We are back in the year 2010. Hydra Link Corruptor of Lair Tech? Excusez-moi? What's his dust done? I don't know. I am confused. Honestly, I'm afraid that Elazer is just going to get A-moved here. I don't know if Mutalists would have done it against this many Sentries, this many Stalkers, but the Corruptors are really, really surprising to me. Elazer does have a 17 worker lead, but Jumy is here. Is there a world where the Corruptors kill every single Colossus? Because if they do, we go to game 5, get the Prism. Elazer gets the Prism. Elazer gets the second Colossus. Elazer gets the third Colossus. Elazer gets every Colossus. But there are still so many Stalkers with Blink remaining. The drones get pulled. Guardian Shield gets activated. Is Jumy gonna get another big win on the Friday night? Or can the Hydra save the day? What a fight, what a battle. 21 drones going down this time. Corruptors are going to go to the other side of the map. They're going to use caustic spray on these Nexire, or maybe pylons, whatever. Is there a world where the Hydras win this fight? It's 0-0 Hydra against Blink Stalkers with +1 attack. Jumy still going. Here goes one Nexus. Here goes the second Nexus. Jumy on one base. What is this? Friday night video gaming at its absolute best. One base Jumy against drones, Links, Hydras. It doesn't get any better than that. There is a stasis trap. Stasis trap gets activated. Immortal dies. Hydra still battling. Jumy immediately rebuilding a base. think Stalker should be so good here, right? Elazer is obviously going to run out of money, guys. Sure, Jumy is a one-base Protoss, but he still has a lot of workers. Elazer has all the hatcheries, but he has no drones. On creep, though, there is no detection. It is just blink Stalkers left on the side of Jumy. What an ending. What an ending. It is beautiful. I still think Jumy is gonna be fine with one base, all the probes, long distance mining. If he does not mess up, I think Jumy's got it. It's beautiful. This is Starcraft right here, guys. The Corruptors are gonna go for the main base Nexus as well. A few more Stalkers get warped in. That's not good enough, man. What is this? Can Elazer do it? If Elazer wins this game, it'd be so goated. Jumy right now, guys, 0 bases. 0 base Jumy. 0! He can't even long distance mine. One Nexus is about to come online. The Hydra count is going up. Oh my god, what is this? If Elazer wins this, it's goated now. Isn't it absolutely goated? 1 base. We are back to 1 base. It's starting to look like Elazer somehow has done it. He's on 32 workers. Jumy could make a Colossus, but yeah, you need money for a Colossus. He wipes in more Stalkers. 78 supply. It is 0-0. Hydra Ling. A lot of Stalkers in the top right. Elazer can't really afford to lose any Lings and Hydras. It looks really good for Elazer at this point. But he is going to lose these Hydras. He's going to lose a couple Lings. Jumy is going to have to recall out though. We'll probably recall out after he kills. What is this game? Maybe. Can we get out, Jumy? Can we get out? Yes, well, one very, very unlucky boy gets left behind. Jumy gets out. Corruptors AFK. Jumy has money for a Colossus. I think 1 Colossus wins the game here, right? Or just more. He's gonna make that 1 Colossus. What is this? Guys, no main, no natural. What an ending. Oh, for a split second there, it looked like Elazer was going to win. Chat saying Elazer had it. Well, that Stalker counterattack bought time. And time is obviously what Jumy was looking for, as he gets at least 1 base back. He gets a couple batteries, he gets cannons. This is the most bizarre ending to the Big Brain Bout since Vanya versus Showdown. Now, it will probably not be that good, but it's been damn good. Jumy is now becoming a 2-base Protoss. Serious business. Corruptors are gonna look for Caustic Spray again. Lings are pulling the Stalkers out of position. Corruptors are going for the Nexus. Corruptors? Shield battery could heal up. I think the Stalkers saved the day this time. Stalkers will save the day. Hydras are back, but here is the Colossus. And shouldn't a single Colossus just win this game? Is it that simple? I think it is that simple. I think with 1 Colossus, everything is different. It is not Elazer. It is Jumy. A long time ago, Jumy took down Lambo 3-2 in the Big Brain Bouts. And almost 2 years later, this young, beautiful, feisty German Protoss does it again. And this time he gets the best of Elazer. Man, what a series. What a gamer. 150 buckies will go to Jumy. Awesome. Just really, really good stuff. It's over, guys. It really is over. It was a very fun final game. Honestly, fun series overall. But this one is gonna go in favor of Jumy. There was a Zergling in the main, but Hydras don't stand a chance. The streamer zone for Jumy. The drones go through the meat grinder. There is no answer for the Colossus. This Wings of Liberty composition is not going to cut it. Almost cut it. Almost. So close. Does not quite cut it. GG gets called. It is Jumy. Jumy wins the 150 buckies. And that is going to be the end of our Friday night full of video games. Ah, that was fun. Really good stuff. Jumy, what a legend. What a little legend. Well done. Well done, Jumy. GG, matey. Jumy gets 150 bucks. Elazer will still get 50 bucks for playing. That was awesome. Wild final game. Jumy says thank you and thanks for the invite. Always give him a little heart. Should have been Miras. I don't know if Miras cut it there, to be honest, because the Stalker count was quite high. You've got sentries as well, right, with Guardian Shield, so I don't know if Stalkers cut it there, but I mean, I think the Corruptors, I don't know how long, the cooldown on Caustic Spray is quite long, but I actually think that the Corruptors could have gotten a cancel on the third base. So I think that base could have been cancelled, and I think if Elazer gets another cancel, then I think Elazer actually wins, and I think it just tips ever so slightly in his favor. It's just a wild game. It's like a unique one. I do love the quick Colossus, though. I am a believer. Whew. All right, guys. I'm so done. I'm done. I'm tired. I did my absolute best. I think we had a great evening. Big shout out to 2 Basilisk. Couldn't do it without them. Exclamation mark. The Basilisk in the chat. If you guys want to give them some love, follow, support anywhere, I'd really appreciate it. Settle that prediction. Oh, you guys actually believed in the power of Protoss. Honestly, big prediction by chat. I would have gone Elazer. I'll be that honest. I would have gone Elazer here, but you guys believed in the power of Jumy, and he gets it done. Getting 10 more subbies from Basilisk. All right, guys. I'll go ahead and host somebody, relax a little bit, watch some Night Agent, and then obviously we'll be back tomorrow morning for the second to last day of the Li, aka the Lulu Cup. Serral Clem tomorrow afternoon. MaxPax Reynor. It's gonna be a big Saturday.